Ah, what's up, party people? How y'all doing? First of all, can you hear me? Because I'm trying out some different stuff here. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Okay, 6 people on. Can you guys hear me okay? Audio's low. Okay. Turning it up. How's this? Is better? Hey, Tanya. There's a safety to be can be while using hot phone. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. This is a cross-platform thing. So this is going out on the Outdoor Adventure Life group. This is going out on my personal Facebook profile, and this is going out on my channel, That Hiking Guy. And I wanted to try this as a way to kind of test it, so that when Carlson and I do campfires and cat holes, that we can do cross-platform as well. And I also switched back to my old mic because it sounds better. So that is why I am doing this. That's one of the reasons. Also, I have a little bit of a show and tell. I have some shout outs to do. Some shout outs I tried to do when Hoot was here. I keep hitting this microphone. So I want to try to do those shout outs again and make them more meaningful. Thank you, Michael Peterson, you big spender, you, for that 99-cent super sticker. Appreciate you, buddy. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Carlson. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Facebook user. Tanya, Unpaid Explorer. Adventure Outdoors. What's up, man? Peterson, what's up? Andy Parrish Outdoors. Hey, Andy Parrish Outdoors, I also have lights. See, I can be professional too. I also got lights, so yeah. I don't have a cool sign, but you do. So, let me get started by showing. I'm going to get started by showing something that is not outdoor related, not at all, but I think is pretty cool. And first of all, in order to tell this story, I need to share a channel with you. I need to show you this channel real quick. And the channel, I've been trying to get into minimalism, which is ironic since I'm going to be showing a lot of products tonight. I've been trying to get into minimalism, and I'll explain here in a minute. So this channel, I started watching this guy. His name is Samurai Matcha. He's a teacher in Japan, and he practices minimalism. So I saw this video down here, Japanese minimalist recommendation, the best knife ever made. And I've been trying to get healthy lately, and I've been trying to cook more of my meals, so I needed a really good knife to cut vegetables. So after I watched this video, I was like, oh God, I gotta have that knife, right? So, yes, that's my pink room. So I ordered it. So this knife, this company is called Seki Magoroku. I hope I'm butchering that. And this knife came from Japan. I ordered it about a month ago, and it's $90. But I was able to split the DNA of a tomato today for my salad, and I was excited about it. So yeah, it's a very nice knife. It's way too much to pay for a knife, but this will be a legacy item that I hand down to my son or my daughter. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, I was in the chat for Andy Parrish's live stream last night, and he had Backpacking with Buckley and It's Good in the Woods, Justin, on his channel, and they were talking hot tents for a very long time. And sorry, And I wanted to, hey Willie, I wanted to say, hey DMS, I wanted to say there is a tool for hot tenting that is essential for clearing out the ash, for moving logs around, and this is also good for a fire pit. So I want to show this. This is called I don't know if you can see that. This tool is like an ash puller. You've got a flat side on one. You got it flat on one side. You've got a couple of things that you can grip a log with and move it. So I recommend this, Andy, highly. I recommend this. Sorry, my AI is going crazy. I see Facebook comments. I see you as Facebook user, and that's all. I don't see your profile. You have to click on the link and allow it to read your profile in order to me know who you are. Yeah. So this tool, oh, well, click on the link. Hey, Ashley. So this tool is essential for hot tents. It's essential for fire pits. It's just a great tool. Oh, you're a great tool. Okay, that's first two items I wanted to share. I've got some other things that I'm excited about. I'm going to talk about the February 5th trip that Carlson and I are hosting at the Charles C. Dean Wilderness. Oh, Ashley, honey, the link for the announcement of this live stream, it said something on there like you have to click it and allow your profile to be shown in order for people to know in order for me to know it's you. They make a raised cold pan to extend the life of the stove. Do you use one? No, I do not, John. I do not. And I'll talk about my stove here in a few minutes because it's kind of a fun story. And so, cool tool though. I plan on using it. The tool. Okay. So I'm going to do a few shout outs of a few channels. Now, these are the channels that when Carlson and I when we had a live stream going and we had technical difficulties, I was trying to show them, I was trying to talk about them. I'm going to talk about them again. And I'm going to show actually their channel so that you guys can see. And you should go subscribe to all of them if you haven't. If you didn't on that last one. We'll talk about that later. Okay. So the first one is Nat Moran. Now my friend Jen works at the same company that she works at. She lives out of a 4Runner full-time with 3 large dogs. And hey, Kalani. And this is her channel, Nat Moran. And if you guys could go, she's out in Colorado, she's everywhere, but she's got an awesome 4Runner, and she shows the good and the bad full-time overlanding or full-time nomad life. So go check her out. Tell her THG sent you. Actually, I will be hiking Mount Elbert later in the year with her. She wants to go with me up that mountain. Hopefully, she can carry me down. Anyway, so that's the first channel, Nat Moran. Go check her out. Okay. So the second, hey Facebook user, you have to click on the. I don't know who you are. So the second channel I want to shout out is a local guy, and his channel name is Backpacking with Mitch, and this is his channel, and he's just getting started. He's got 71 subscribers, but he goes to the Charles C. Dean Wilderness, so he's an Indiana guy. He's got a couple of trips to Red River Gorge. He's been to Salamone, which I haven't even been there yet. and he's done the Peninsula Trail. So go check him out. He uses a 360 camera, kind of like Andy does. So backpacking with Mitch, right there. Okay, don't worry, I've only got one more. Okay, next channel is somebody from Ohio, and I believe, I'm not sure what part of Ohio he's from, but his channel name is called Living the Grand Adventure, all one word right here. He's got 294 subscribers. He's also been to the Dean. That's where I found it. I've seen a few of his videos, but he's been at it for a while. He's been doing it. So go check him out. Tell him THG sent you, and you know, give him some subscribe love. He's in the family. Okay, so that's the last one. Okay, you checked Mitch out last week. Good. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the February 4th and 5th trip that Carlson and I of Carlson Adventures. Hey, there she is. Hi, Ashley. That Carlson Adventures and I, yeah, subscribe to Tanya Browning too, that we're going to host. So the plan is for Friday night, a few of us are going to camp at the horse camp at the Charles C. Dean Wilderness, and we're going to, and then the next day, we are going to hike with a group to another abandoned pond. So I want to show you kind of where this pond is located, so you can see it's not that big a deal as far as distance. It's really not that big a deal with regards to uh, uh, topography either. So okay, so let's check this out. So I love this share screen. It's awesome. So I'm going to pull up Gaia here. Okay, so I'm showing here. So right here is the horse camp, and this is where we'll be camping out Friday night. Now this purple line, this represents the last pond that I went to, which is right up here. And basically what I did was I came down here and I didn't actually do this, I cut across. But the pond that we're going to, and let me zoom in a little bit. So this is the pond I did. The pond we're going to is way up here. But you can see it's on top of a ridge. So we just follow along on the top of the ridge. So there's no real challenge to it. So I just want to make sure people know that really, for the most part, we will be hiking right here on the road until we come to about here, and then this is part of the Cope Hollow Trail, and so it's really not a bad hike at all. And I designed it that way on purpose because I wanted people of all abilities to be able to do it. So this is the pond, so just so everybody knows. Okay. The horse camp is Friday night just because it's a good staging area. We and a few of us want to be there, particularly myself and Carlson. We want to be there so that we can, um, be good hosts and make sure that everybody gets there. Hey, Hooks. Hey, you didn't answer my text there, buddy. Appreciate you. Anyway, so that's the plan. We're going to host that. We're going to hike out and camp, and like I said, we might have to do some bushwhacking. So don't bring your $300 Ghost Whisperer coat because it's going to get scratched up. So that's that. Okay, now I know I'm going fast through these things. I just want to get through these things so I can get back to the show and tell. But I also have a book recommendation. Now, this has nothing to do with the outdoors. This is just a book that I've been reading lately that has really, really gotten me motivated to work out, to change a lot of things in my life. So I want to pass it along. You know, we all need that change, right? That change. So here is the book. And if you don't know who David Goggins is, he's a bad mofo. He's pretty awesome. I've been listening to it, so I don't have the physical book, but I recommend the audio book because you get things that you don't get in the book. But this dude has had a hard life, and he's just very inspirational. So that's a book recommendation that I have. Like, why can't I have all these things when Carlson and I do these live streams, right? I'm sure he's asking that. So there you go. So that's Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I highly recommend it. You should, Ashley, because that would be you'll enjoy it. And I should mention, and this is not a brag or anything. I'm not trying to brag because one of my new things that I'm operating under is tell people what you did, not what you're going to do. Because in the past videos, I've been like, hey, I'm going to do this, and then it didn't work out. And then people are like, well, why did you do that? So I'll just tell you what I've done so far. 20 days straight walking 30 minutes a day. And I'm just trying to build up a habit. I'm trying to build up my hiking legs. I'm trying to build up my endurance. So that's what I've been doing. And partly because of that book. Because I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, hey, you're fat. Don't be fat. So yeah, there's that. Okay, now let's get back to show and tell. Okay. So, as you all know, yes, I was spotted walking today by your wife, Carlson. As you all know, I enjoy the occasional ribeye. Sometimes, I like ribeyes. Um, but I always don't get to bring all my spice items that I want to bring with me when I'm backpacking. So I found a company on Etsy that is awesome, that makes this awesome kit, and I'll show you this. This is it looks like an ammo kit, but this is an ultralight thing for your spices. And it's got labels on it, and these are just light plastic tubes that you fill up with your favorite spices. You write down what it is, lemon, pepper, garlic, salt, whatever. And then you spice the heck out of your ribeye. And it's made it's made, it keeps it really nice, it's compact, it's very light. That's what I mentioned. If you put a lot of spices in here, it may not be, but yeah. So I'll be bringing this on future trips when I know I'm going to be cooking. So very cool. All right. Speaking of cooking, I am a oops, oops. I am a big fan of firebox stoves. The company, the owner, the products that they make, and they did a Kickstarter recently. And that Kickstarter was for kind of it's like a new product for like an emergency stove. It's called the Scout. Well, I got in on that, and I want to show you what the Scout looks like. If you haven't seen it, you may have seen this already, and if you have, just tune me out for a little bit. But this is what it looks like. It is not ultralight, by the way, not by any stretch. It's billed as an emergency stove, but the thing I like about it, the thing I like about it is that you can put alcohol. You can put an alcohol stove in here. You can use it with biomass because you got this feed hole on the side. So I like that it's multiple fuel. And yeah, it's steel, it's square. I am bringing this on the February 5th trip, and I'm going to be, and it's Tuesday, right? I am going to bring this on the February 5th trip to cook with. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of firebox. Took them a while to get this to me, but that's because I ordered a hat too. So look at the minimalist showing off new things. Yeah, multi-use, absolutely. And I have their other two stoves already, but I just thought this was really cool. So I'm going to bring this and try it out. All right. last item for show and tell. And I had a very nice Expedition Research aluminum kettle that I used a lot. You may have seen it in some videos. You may not have. Let's talk about that in a minute. So I decided that I just want one. I lost that one, by the way, the kettle, and so I can't find it. So I decided, well, I'm just going to have one kettle. It may be a little heavier, but as a replacement kettle, I'm going to get something that will last, so I don't have to buy another. So let me introduce you to the Fire Maple stainless steel, and it holds 1 liter of water. Yeah, I understand the irony with that I have a lot of things, and I get that. But the irony is not lost on me there. I'm working on it. But this thing will last forever. And so I'll be using this on the February 5th trip. And it's not that much. I think this was $34 on Amazon. I can send you an affiliate link for that. So yeah, I'll be using that from now on as a kettle. Okay. Now, having said all that, let me tell you about my hot tip stove. So recently I went on a trip where I built it. I was going to have, I was going to do some hot tenting, and that was my intention. And I thought, well, I looked in my outdoor stuff and I couldn't find it. I'm like, oh, well, it's probably out in the truck. So I assumed it was out in the truck. It wasn't in the truck. And here's what I think happened to it. I've been I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. I honestly have. And I know that sounds silly based on what I just showed y'all, but I don't care. So I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. Hey, Lambo, what's up, man? Hey, Facebook user. I think what happened was my stove got mixed in with a trip to Goodwill. And I think somebody out there at Goodwill is a very happy person. I think that's what happened to it. So that's ridiculous. But it happens. And I'm not really worried about it. So what I'm going to do, all right, Jeremy. See you, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that stove. I'm going to get a new one. And I'm going to keep better tabs on it. But I am still paring down my stuff. And a lot of the stuff I'm saving for the spring meetup to give away, because I want to give some of it away because, I want people to be able to use it. So be on the lookout. Like if you're coming to the spring meetup, it's going to be there. There's going to be some good stuff there. So there you go. I've aired out my dirty laundry. I won't give that location because I'm sure that thing has already been sold, and that thing is probably on eBay as we speak. So Anyway, how are you? If you guys are watching on the Outdoor Adventure Life, thank you. Um, I won't do this a lot on the Outdoor Adventure Life. If you guys don't know what the Outdoor Adventure Life is, it is a an outdoor group that we have where you can post your videos, your pictures, and things like that. It's on Facebook. You can Google or you can search for it on Facebook. But it's we do not allow religion. We do not allow controversy. We do not allow politics. None of that. So it's strictly outdoors, and I run that. I'm the admin of it, and I pretty much run a tight ship. But I got Carlson there as a moderator, and he's had to kick out a few people for trying to sell us stuff. So I know a lot of people in the chat right now are already in that group, but I wanted to mention that for the people who are watching. Well, I guess if you're watching in the group, you already be in the group. People are watching on YouTube. So, okay. That's really all I had planned tonight, but I just wanted to also just test out me hitting this microphone several times. I want to do that. But I'm also testing this out because this is going to be the setup that Carlson and I use for Campfires and Cat Holes. If you don't know what that is, go over to Campfires and Cat Holes channel. I'll put a link in the description after this thing goes to YouTube. And check us out. Give us a sub. We will be going, the next live stream there will be next week on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Check that out. And we'd love to have you over there. I guess I should be showing some of these comments, shouldn't I? Let's go. Are you going to do that, dude? Is there a live stream that tells us about your live stream? Moving and sounding good, Chris. Good. Hey, did you guys notice my camera? Like, I have an AI camera. It's kind of cool. I can do this. It looks for me. I can do this. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, there is. There is, Andy. And Andy, I really wanted you to bring me in last night because I wanted to talk to Justin. Like I wanted, and I was going to behave. I was trying to behave, but I wanted to, because, dude, I could tell horror stories from. I could tell horror stories from Hot 10. So it's all right. It's cool. I was already on your show, so it makes sense. Yes, I do behave, daughter. By the way, everybody, my daughter currently has the coof, and bless her heart, she showed up to my live stream. Thank you, sis. Uh, this is my daughter right here. She's got the vid, and she's not feeling so hot. I deserve all this, right? I do. I deserve all this because I go into other people's live streams and do the same thing. Can you hear the good stove in here? No, I can't. I mean, I could if I cut a hole in it, but no, I'm not gonna do that. That thing's too nice. I'll just get a replacement stove and I'll go hot 10. I may go hot 10 the weekend after the February 5th thing, depending on when the stove comes in. Uh, that pink light is for you, host. Pink. Oh, I do remember that. But you know what? That was a great trip. Man, that was just fun. It was a challenge. Yes, honey, you're my favorite child now. Unless Caleb comes in and then, he's the oldest, so sorry. Yeah. Why do I do these things? Well, I teach my friends how to treat me. You know what? I really do. Is a bast. I'm a what? And you know what? From now on, I'm going to behave in everybody's live stream. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to. I'm just going to make bland comments and see how long it lasts. See how long you're like, hey, Chris, are you okay? Because if I lower the temperature of this personality, you guys don't know what to do with yourselves. All right, you know what? All right, okay. 1 second, just 1 second. It's not pink. It's red. It's red. It just looks pink. All right. So yeah, I will start lowering the temperature of my personality, and you all will be bored with me. That's what's going to happen. No, I don't get mad. Nothing to be mad about. It's all good fun. It's red. It's red. I don't. I don't have Snapple tonight until 10. There goes Hook. Oh, by the way, everybody. So hopefully next Wednesday at 8 o'clock, Hooks can join us for his because he was going to be our first guest, and he ended up feeling sick. So Hooks, if you can join us, and we'll do a test at like 7:30 next Wednesday. If you and Telly can get to a place where there's actual Wi-Fi, that would be great. Fusion. Okay, I know I can live with Fusion. I can live with that. I actually asked Janet if she would be on tonight, but she's working. Or she looks like she's working. Apparently she's not. But we're gonna get Jen on sometime. We'll get everybody on at some point. Yeah, I mean, we have lots of plans to have lots of guests. Yeah, I will. I will, Nicole. I will send you the. I'll send you the actual coordinates so you can navigate to it. Since you're going to come in late. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. That that trip is. I enjoy getting together with people. Sis, you have an open invite. You're my child. Of course, you have an open invite. If you want to come, uh, don't bring your COVID. But if you want to come, February 4th, you can. I got my tent sleeps 4, and you can put some earbuds in your ears. But yeah, come hiking. Yeah, we'll have you on, Bob. Definitely. Um, Carlson, I wanted to have you on originally, but he was like, no, we need to have Hooks on first. You know, I was more behaved than this, Andy, on your live stream. I was more behaved than this. I expect more from you, sir. Okay. Anyway, uh, it's not big. Um, yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm able to do 1 mile in treadmill. Well, okay, yeah, that's fine, John. I mean, you got a little time, and it's. I don't think it's longer than 2 miles. I'm funny. Okay. He's always shy around me. Why? I'm funny on the TV. But yeah, come, John. I mean, it's quite a drive, but I mean, if you're feeling better, come on. we'll call it a pre-meetup meetup. You know. Okay. Well, it's about 35 minutes. Has anybody else got anything else? Yeah, I will. I will, Bob. I'm going to close. For those of you watching from the Outdoor Adventure Life, make sure you check out the channels I mentioned earlier, if you could. If you could also not subscribe to Carlson Adventures, looking to get our first day pack. Waymark Mile. That's what I recommend. The Waymark Mile. No, there's not. I don't think there is room. I don't think there. I don't think there is room for a 10 by 8 tent at the pond. We'll be lucky to get a small space. Calling you after this teacher. All right. Anyway, thank you everybody, and if you want me to continue doing these without Carlson, or if you're just tired of seeing my face, tell me that too, because I get that. I don't, I cringe at my own stuff. So, but make sure you check out all the channels I mentioned. And if you want to come on this trip, February 4th, February 5th, if you're not aware of it, just shoot me an email and I can try this out. Shoot me an email here and let me know where you heard about it, and if you heard about it from Facebook, and if you can make it, and I'll send you details. So, cool. Thank you, everybody, and get out there and explore. Get out there and explore. Peace.